I feel like I'm a boy in the situation sometimes, you know, where I just like don't text back. Like,
I know.
and Sid's the clingy, like, hey, and I'm like, boy, like, don't text me.
I'm like, do you want to come get a drink? Do you want to come over? I'm free.
And I'm
free
like-
actually every night for the next 365 days. Like,
And I'm
scary.
like, bro, like, chill the f.
Yay. Ben, also, side note, do you think that we're twinning now because of the shoes?
You guys, I almost wore my actual docs today.
I'm not.
I put them on with this fit though, but with the ankle thing, it didn't work.
That doesn't work.
Instead, you can just see my pale, hairy legs and they're dry.
Ooh.
Are you pale? I'm so pale right now.
I'm a little pale. I'm pretty pale.
Crust. I'm translucent.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I need to get ready.
She's ready.
Hold on.
We're
Let me see.
on.
Hold on.
We're translucent bodies. We're ready to chit chat.
When was the last time we were on mic?
It's been a bit, y'all.
Okay, ready? We starting?
We've been.
We've
we are
not
on.
been starting. Now we've been starting.
I liked your little burp though.
No, I don't want anyone to know I burped. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
I feel like
guys.
what?
Hey?
I feel like I have to wave is what I was trying to say. I'm waving to everybody. Hi, guys. It's been a hot minute. We took a freaking break around Christmas and New Year's because obviously, well, I mean, we didn't take a break. We had recorded a few because we had luckily like recorded a few in the back end. And so then we got to kind of like chill, but then you're not really chilling because you're still doing stuff for the podcast.
Yeah.
But like you're not recording.
You chilling, but we chilling. But we're back. So you guys had episodes. We had a few, couple good ones last 2 episodes that you need to go back and listen to if you haven't yet. We had Xander and Vanessa on.
Oh my God.
And then honestly, one of my favorites, 105, me and Sid talked about dating and,
That one was good.
It was. And I heard a lot of people's feedback and they really enjoyed it. So if you haven't listened, go for it because we will be taking a little bit more of a hiatus in January. Sid's going to update you on her plans, and I think this is kind of a good time for a little break. It's January, New Year. We need to feel recharged and rejuvenated. So I'm so sorry, but you're going to be missing us for a couple weeks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not me, and it's not because we want to run away from you. It's not because we want to run away from this. It's because we just need it. Like we've been grinding for basically 2 years and doing all the things. And if somebody raises their hand and says like, I need a little bit of a break, then we got to, respect that and give everybody a break that they deserve, including everybody, editors, everybody.
Yeah. And like, to be completely honest and transparent, like I deal with a lot of, you guys have heard it. I deal with a lot of mental health issues, and it's kind of been taking a toll on how, operations go, how I'm feeling. And to be honest, like, I feel like I get to a point where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like I just can't do it. And it's just overwhelming feeling of like, fuck, like this isn't sustainable for me. And I don't want it to be something where I just give up and pull the plug because I am feeling, so anxious and burnt out rather than giving time to like recharge. So being able to like take that moment to like breathe for a second, like is, exactly
it's what
I think I need.
Yeah. And I'll take a break because why not? It'll feel good for 2 hot sex. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'll take it. And it's like, I don't want Sophie to go anywhere. Like, I don't want that. So I'm like, I have to be respectful that she needs a break so that we can also come back together, because if that's what she needs, then I'll just use it to my advantage. And then we know how to function properly and know how to function well and build in breaks and do all the things. And then we can continue versus just, bad things happening, which we don't want to do.
And we
just based on load.
Exactly. And we could totally just like not record this episode. And
oh my God, yeah.
Like leave you guys wondering. But if you're curious and we're candid, why not just like tell everyone what's actually happening and talk about feelings, mental health. And I honestly think this break is coming at a perfect time because I think it's like the season, like seasonal depression. If you're listening and you live in a sunny state, I fucking hate you. I'm so jealous. But it's almost like everything is just like social media right now to me is just so disgusting. I'm so over it. And looking at my phone makes me so angry. Like I don't even know what is happening. Like I'm just feeling a little bit overstimulated maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to put it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Tell me about So if we are taking like a few breaks, tell us what you're doing.
Be warned, we'll be back. We'll record the week of the 23rd, so we'll be back in the end of January. But so don't be sad, don't be crazy, don't be getting crazy on me. But while this was a perfect opportunity to just say yes to something that fell in my lap. So over this like next 3 weeks or so, probably we'll have to record one virtually, which is, whatever, it'll be new, it'll be different. But I'm going to go to San Diego. So it's booked, it's happening. I've always wanted to move to California, and I kind of did some self-reflection over the past actually it's been probably over the past month about what California means to me. And I don't think it any longer means I want to run away and I want to go find something in California and be, this, whatever it is. To me, it's I said I wanted to do this for myself. So I'm going to go do this thing for myself. And although it's only a few weeks, it's it actually will be really kind of a check mark off my bucket list. As weird as it sounds, like a solo travel situation. I am going with a work friend and it'll be really fun. And we're staying in the Airbnb, but it's I said I wanted to go to California. I've talked about wanting to go to California. I've talked about wanting to do this. Why don't I just go fucking do it? Holy crap. Stop talking about it and just go. Because the minute I think of one thing that could make it a little bit harder, I'm like, no, you know what? I won't go. It's not the right time. And it's dude, just go. It's not a big deal. Everything fell into place. So I was
gonna say the fact that your
crazy.
job is allowing you to God,
there's a Lifetime in La Jolla.
So amazing.
So it's right there. So I'll be 10 minutes from the La Jolla Lifetime for a few weeks. We messaged this lady in an Airbnb. We found a perfect one because they're all, I'm not going to lie. If you're in California and you're listening, I'm so sorry, but you can get the crustiest places for $6,000. I'm like, no, I would rather not sleep on your crunchy couch. But we messaged a lady that had a really cute house and we were like, I know it's a shot in the dark, but would you ever consider having a lower rate? Because we just really want to stay there. And she's like, yep, just adjusted it. Done. We're like,
oh, sick.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then my friend was like, oh, by the way, my sister bought a new car so we can use her car. And I was like, what is going on? What's actually going on? And then her sister leaves for 2 weeks to go to Japan.
Oh my God. I love it.
So we'll stay in Encinitas after that for a week and a half.
That's going to be amazing.
And I was like, this is just weird. It's so weird though when you become dependent on your own little circle and your own little circle of life, how this dream that you once had becomes actually something that's really scary and can feel kind of overwhelming. Mm-hmm. That I'm like, I know it's only a few weeks. It's like a long staycation, but it still feels so weird. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah.
I love that for you.
So I'm going to do it.
And it's just it all aligned.
I know it did kind of. It was
really
weird.
Did.
It was oh, this fell into my lap and it wouldn't have worked any other month except for this one right now.
God.
So that's what I'm doing in the next few weeks. So don't cry. I'll be still having straight Candid moments. God knows I'll be tooting up a storm over there. So I got stories to tell. Oh, guy.
Ben.
God damn it. I hate when I can't hear Ben's laugh track because it makes me feel like my jokes aren't funny. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good.
Ben, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I think I kind of share a little bit of the same sentiment with you guys. I've both had individual conversations with you guys about this, but the new year just kind of gave me an opportunity to reflect as well on just my business as a whole. And I've always said I believe in you guys, and that's never changed. But definitely sitting back and looking at all things considered, straight candid is the one thing that doesn't necessarily fit in the puzzle. Everything else that I've been doing for my business for the past year in 2022 was very revenue driving. And in a lot of ways, straight candid has taken my focus away from that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it has made me realize I need to take a step back and kind of assess what exactly I'm doing. And obviously my happiness plays in that as well. And, with everything kind of going on within the team, I've been able to take a look at okay, what actually makes sense? Does it make sense for me to stick around? Because if there were 3 of me, you bet your ass he would be one of them, maybe even 2 of them would be in charge of, doing everything. But the more I split my focus, I've noticed number 1, less unhappy I've been. And number 2, just the less successful I've been in my other areas that in a lot of ways, not that straight candid isn't important, but for me personally, obviously I will put my personal brand over straight candid just because it's mine. I've created it, I've made it, and in a lot of ways it's definitely taken a little bit of a toll the past, how long have I been with you guys? 6 months? Yeah. Just because I haven't been able to really focus on my content and the things that I wanted to do in 2022 kind of sat on the back burner. And so when I kind of reflected on my 2022, I was like, damn, there were a lot of things that didn't happen that I told myself would happen.
Splitting focus between work, full-time jobs, podcasts, and your own endeavors and your own entrepreneurship career or whatever you're doing, your side hustle, it's hard. Like I remember the best advice someone gave me was like, pick one thing and go all in. And it's hard to do that when you have, you know, a multi-passionate personality or you're a people pleaser, and finding that balance within this podcast is hard. It is for sure hard.
It can be.
Yeah. But Ben, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Ben. I know.
So what does this mean for you? Like, do we want to update listeners or anything yet? Or?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't made any decisions. It's been really nice kind of being able to like see what it's like to focus on all my things.
Yeah.
And you guys know for a fact, my end of last year especially, my work-life balance was awful.
It was
Horrible.
zero balance. You mean? Yeah.
Yep. And I've kind of realized, as much as I'm like grind, like get everything done, like do the amazing things, I can't function properly if I don't have an outlet to like. So I've kind of been able to experience that. Like I've been done working by 7 p.m. every night,
Good for
going
you.
to bed early, been more focused on like the healthy habits that I've always wanted to build. But then it's like, oh, I can't go to the gym today because I have to X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So haven't really decided. If I do, like, number one, we'll never leave you guys hanging. And number two, I'll like update the listeners on it, but haven't really decided.
We're having a live convo. Like this is such a juicy fucking episode.
I know. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
just happening right here. No, and the thing is that I don't want anyone to like panic, because I'm like, the podcast is not leaving. Like it's not going anywhere. It's not gonna like die. It's not gonna go away. We just need a break, and Ben might need to pull back because he has just as much of a want and like what is it called? What's the word? Need. Yeah,
Desire?
sure. Desire. No, not desire.
Oh.
Need. We'll just say need. And gets to say, hey, I need to take a step back. Like Sophie needs to take a step back for a few weeks. And I'm like more than willing to do that, because honestly, I probably needed it too. Just didn't, I'm not
You just didn't know it.
aware of those things. So it's like,
What's crazy to me too is like the few days where we were like, okay, it's Christmas. Like we had a little break from the podcast. I felt this like urge and drive again to like build my own business back up. I was like, I should redo my website. Literally I just had more, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I just had more, I was like excited to work on some of my own things.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, I should be able to do that while I'm doing the podcast.
Yeah.
But I just felt so depleted by the end of the night or by the end of the workday that I couldn't. So I'm like, the goal here in 2023 is figuring out how to do it all, you know?
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this before, is finding that balance. And we've had listeners write in like, okay, like question for you, like, how do you guys balance it all? I'm like, the answer is we fucking don't. Like,
we're trying to learn it. I mean,
trying
we
to
are.
figure it out.
It's hard. It is hard. It's like, you have to be so diligent of your schedule. Like otherwise you'll fuck up. Like that's how it goes. And you also have to learn how to say no, which is my 2022-ish into 2023 rule, which I'm doing. Or raise your hand at work when you're like, nope, I don't want this. I can't do this. Like I'm in that right now. I'm working on something to get off my plate because I'm like, this is too much and this is pushing me over the edge where I don't feel good.
Yep.
So you have to learn how to do those things. Also, it could be a system error of like how it's like running. For like instance, you and I, it's like there's a system we realize that happens when I feel like, oh God, is Sophie pulling back? I'm gonna like fucking push because I'm like, what the hell? Like, what are we doing here? And then she pulls back more. And then it cycles and cycles. And if we just fix the communication of that, and like understood how each other thought and thinks, you know what I mean? We wouldn't run into the issue.
That was
and I was like, oh,
interesting. So we mentioned this, I think, at episode 100, but Sid and I have been going to couples therapy.
Business therapist. and she's really nice.
This is what she
Why did I say that like that? And she's really nice.
And she's great. This is what she talked to us about last therapy session. And I think it's cool because I think eventually we want to have an attachment theory specialist on.
Don't we have that woman that wants to come on?
She's coming on February 3rd, actually.
Oh,
so that'll be
Snap your
soon.
fingers.
But anyways, and I think it'd be cool to have her talk about more of like business partners in that too.
Yeah.
But our therapist was explaining, because Sid was talking about like why she kind of pushes forward and why I'm pulling back. And Sid is anxious attachment, where she'll like, Sophie, do you want to keep doing it? Like, here's a plan. Here's a list. Like, let's keep going. Like, which is reasonable, right? Get it? And then I literally am dismissive because, so with more Sid gets goals oriented or, you know, whatever, however she's managing it, I am avoidant, dismissive, and pulling back. So it's a cycle. But she was like, let's just fix the cycle.
And we were like, oh. We could literally, I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess that's how it goes. And I'm like, if I just wasn't such a spaz at times, it probably would be better. You know what I mean?
If I wasn't such a I feel like I'm a fuckboy in the situation sometimes, where I just don't text back.
I know.
It's the clingy, hey, and I'm like, fuckboy, don't
I'm like,
text
do you want to
me.
come get a drink? Do you want to come over? You can come over. I'm free.
And
I'm free actually every night for the next 365 days. Scary.
Bro, chill the fuck.
Yeah, literally. But anyway, long story long, that's what's going on. That's what we're updating. That's why we're taking a little break, because then we can come back fresh minds. And I have an opportunity in front of me, and I'm really excited to lean into that. Soph has an opportunity to slow down. She's going to lean into that. And Ben is just going to do Ben. He's going to think and do something. I don't know what he's doing.
He's going to go all into his shit for a little bit.
Yeah,
and I love
which
that
we
for
like.
you. You deserve that.
We'll be back. And know that good episodes are coming. And I've been thinking about what I want to do for 2023 and the direction we want to go. And I feel pretty good about it. Actually, I feel fucking good about it, if you want the real
fuck
truth.
yeah,
because
let's
it's
go.
just if you peel back the layers of it all, I've done some reflecting. The most important piece is that we create good content, and what comes behind that is my passion for what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally as simple as it goes. And when you peel it back to that, check it out. Oh my God, was that Mr. Siri?
That was my Siri. I don't know how, but you
Hold
activated
on.
my Siri.
Why is your Siri a man? Do they have man Series?
I don't know. I've never touched my
I found
Siri
this on
settings.
the web.
So.
That's how mine sounds. Okay, anyway.
Oh my
Anywho, we have Straight Candid Moments. We still want to do Straight Candid Moments.
We do it a little backwards today. Wait, I feel like I was going to say something and then... And then I got distracted by Siri, but whatever. I'll go into Straight Candid Moment. My first one is a little bit more serious. Second one is funny. So the first one happened today, and I want to start doing this more. One of my 2023 goals is if you go on walks a lot, or you're really bad at meditating, like I am, really bad at journaling at night. I have a hard time doing that because it doesn't make me sleepy, things like that.
Yep.
I've been trying to go for walks outside. I know it's cold. I bundle the fuck up. And I don't listen to anything. It's just me and my thoughts. And you'll be so surprised with the shit you think of.
Yeah.
I feel like some of my best ideas have been happening lately on my walks, or maybe today, for example, was almost like a midlife crisis type of walk. It was short, and I cried 3 times. I was like, what am I doing with my life? Is my coaching sustainable? Is this what I want? How is this going to be, a 10-year plan? I literally was freaking the fuck out. And I was all of a sudden really thinking about social media and the concept behind that, and how it has us all in a fucking chokehold, and how it's technically ruining our society and creating, political polarization and mental illnesses and eating disorders and comparison. And it's just always in the back of all of our minds, especially when your job revolves around it a little bit. So I'm I just hate it. And then, so that was one of my thoughts. So one of my goals, I guess, for y'all too is since we're all taking this break, you could take a break from You could take a break from social media too. Take 10 days, take a week, just off your phone, see how it feels. Go for walks without, any sort of stimulation, no music, no podcasts, just you and your thoughts. And
I'm going to try.
Yeah, it's literally... I
wonder what's gonna happen.
I would want to read your mind. It would be crazy. I
think about a lot all the time.
But you think it starts your typical ADHD thoughts, and then all of a sudden you start thinking about what's been bothering you, or the core of your existence for that day. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It was
I'm
literally
really looking forward
an
to it.
emotional purge. It was so weird.
They do say that you can tap into your subconscious, and that's how you can be the smartest version of you and the most aware, and then build things off of your own habits. And they say that's how to do it. It's tapping into your subconscious is what really
and
you're
meditation.
Doing.
And I've been wanting to try meditation. It's so hard, but I'm listening to Andrew Huberman's podcast a lot, and he's talking about meditation and these psychedelics that tap you into that altered state.
Yeah.
And knowing that altered state's there, that's why some people like to meditate, because you can almost get to that part again. It's almost really you're high, and then it makes you think more rational. And I'm I need that so bad.
I try, and I'm oh my God, okay, just meditate, no noise. I'll sit there and I'm oh, just close your eyes. You don't have to do it. Your eyes need to be closed. And then I'm what am I going to do after this? And I'm no, stop. What are you doing? Your little dumb brain is just circulating in this little to-do list. What are you going to say, Ben?
Because I meditate a little bit here and there, at
Yeah.
least like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
I would recommend get Headspace first and meditate use
Yeah,
like guided
do it
meditation.
with
I got
stuff.
it now.
Yeah.
I got it now.
It'll teach you, and then after, like, I think I have like something stupid like 2,000 minutes on there, like
my God.
meditated, because I used to do it a lot in college. But once you learn, then it's easier for you to be like, oh, okay, like I'm just gonna focus on nothing,
and then it like teaches you how to go there, right? Like
Yeah,
that's basically what you're teaching your brain is to be like nothing.
maybe it's different for other people. To be honest, most of the time it's like me being like, okay, I'm thinking about nothing. Oh, I got this paper I got to do, like da 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 da.
Yeah,
And
the
then
thoughts
you,
will
I
happen.
know.
And
And
then-
then you let it go away though. It's
but
like
then you
letting
get-
them go.
You get really good at like, oh wait, I got to think about nothing, and then you like like realign. And I think
an
that's
internal
most
dialogue.
of the.
And that would be helpful for both of us because
Yeah.
like it also helps you focus on one thing at a time,
Yeah,
like in
true.
your daily life. Like once you're really good at it, you can kind of like if someone's talking to you, you can like tune out the other things and really listen.
clutter.
Or like, yeah, if we're sitting here like thinking instead of the next topic, you're like in the moment more, and it creates more happiness. And I know everyone knows meditation's good for you,
Yeah.
but whatever the fuck, you should try it.
Okay, I like that.
Second
I
straight
like
candid
that
moment.
though. Yeah.
I know it's all like mental healthy today because I'm just like,
You're like,
second straight candid moment
That's why
was
I
I left my toothbrush in Steamboat over New Year's.
oh no, you have a quip, right? Like
Yeah.
the
And
electric
I
ones.
stuck it on the mirror
Oh,
when I
dude.
was traveling,
Not a good
and
move.
I get home and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't have a handheld, I didn't have anything.
No, you didn't.
And
Nope.
Pat goes, you can use mine, and I'm like, absolutely not. I'd rather brush my teeth with my finger. So
Yeah.
here's what I did, and it's so weird now that I think about it, which is why I'm sharing it. I like put the toothpaste in my mouth. I was like, I just need some sort of brush.
Oh no.
So I found an eyebrow spoolie.
Oh,
And I fucking brushed my teeth with an eyebrow spoolie.
not a bad
Okay,
idea though. Was it
okay.
used?
Maybe like once.
But like just for your eyebrows?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
that was
mean-
gross. And I even scraped my tongue with it. So
Okay, that part I don't get. I can't get behind.
yeah. And then I got
No,
home.
I can't get behind that one.
I got home after work and Pat bought me another quip.
Wait, he did.
He went to Target, yeah, and he's like, surprise. I was like, oh, thanks.
What is that little bug? What is?
just-
Oh, did you lick that? You licked the microphone?
I literally looked at like a fucking
I
ice
look
cream,
over. I'm like, what is that?
like an ice,
I'm
like an
like,
ice cream cone.
You go, hey, whoa! Oh my god! Oh,
Okay.
cutie little Pat.
That was so
So
nice.
thoughtful. You guys, should I do mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, how are we? Hello, my name is Sydney. No, I have a straight candid moment. My first one is also not as uplifting, but I also just have to go to my second one because I'm so annoyed right now because I'm not wearing I got Invisalign. Oh. So I should have it in right now, actually. Yeah, I should have it in right now. It's in my pocket. Yep. Oh shit! There goes
Put
one
it
of them.
in. Put
No,
it
I
in.
can't because I have to. No,
let's
I
hear
can't.
it. Let's
No,
hear it.
Okay.
Hear the click clack in the mic.
I'll do one. I'll only do the top because I'm supposed to brush my teeth
you have
before
a
I do
lisp?
it. No. I
Oh
don't.
shit! Put them
a little
both.
bit.
Put them both in.
There,
'em-
see? Did you
No,
hear that?
put the other one in.
I don't want to. I
Come
was supposed
on.
to brush my teeth before I put
It's
these
fine.
in.
You're fine.
See that?
See that?
See that? So it's really not that invasive, really, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. No. Okay. Here's the story. I had braces. I also was done.
Braces.
Don't stop. I was also done with braces at like age 4.5. I swear. No, it was like 5th grade. But my
Makes
jaw.
your lips look good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Thanks.
because
my lips are really chapped right
Because
now.
it like pushes your lips out a little.
Oh, sorry about that. But my jaw like grew after getting braces. So although my teeth were straight, my jaw was not. And then I started getting a crossbite, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go in and use my HSA." Check. If you don't have HSA, go get one because stuff like this, boom, toss it on there, done and done. Right? I go to Mint Orthodontics. I don't know. They're a good place. If you're in Minneapolis, I would check them out. They're good. But there was something about that, and I have to come back to that because now I don't remember. But I'm going to go back to my original one. I was going to surprise you and be like, here I am. The other night, last night, I should say, or maybe it was 2 nights ago, Soph and I think are just battling coming out of like a dark hole. I was like definitely in a dark hole that I maybe wasn't addressing. And you think you feel good over the holidays, and I did feel good like sporadically, but then I think I was just in like a darkness for a while, and I needed to like come out or realize that I'm in it so I can come out. And I had kind of a terrible day at work, and it's fine. It was probably being dramatic. I also was doing the thing where I think about all the emails that I have, and then I sit there and I stress about all the emails that I have, when in reality I could just go through all the emails and respond. And then I finally did, but I'm like, fucking hey, I wasted a few hours just like worrying about it. Like, why did I do that, right? It's when your brain gets in this fight or flight, it just kind of like wigs itself out. Anyway, my skin was kind of breaking out. It is breaking out a little bit right now, just barely, like, but it's there, right? And I squeeze something on my forehead, and I sit back down at my desk, and it's like 6:30. I think I'm still working. And Jordan walks in and goes, hey, babe. Oh, what happened to your forehead? And I literally go, my mouth opens, my lip immediately starts quivering. I look over in the mirror and I go, oh my God. And he goes, oh my God, what did I do? Oh my God. And I go, I'm really overwhelmed right now. And my skin is bad. And you just pointed it out. And I was like, I was doing the the little child cry. Like I had let myself get to that point. And I
do that a lot.
Come here. And he held me and he goes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to point out sit on your forehead.
It was just
and
like
he
the
was just
straw
like
that
funny.
broke the camel's
no,
back.
seriously. And then he goes, I'm like, no, I just need to go upstairs and take a shower. I'm just like overwhelmed. And I like walk over and he's like, okay, go take a shower, babe. And he walked me up the stairs, and I go in the shower, and I'm in the shower. I'm like, when you do that, and what's weird? I'm not a crier, but that felt freaking good.
Yes, crying in the shower feels so good. I do
felt
it a lot.
like I released all this tension that was carrying with me, and I finally feel like I released it, and I actually feel better. I feel like I'm coming out of like a 7-day hangover is what I feel like. Like literally is what I feel like. It's like my face is big, my eyes hurt, they're puffy, but I feel better. Like I just wasn't addressing what was bothering me. You know what I mean?
Did you know when you cry, you actually release, like it gets rid of some of the, I don't know if it's the stress
It's
hormone.
like a buildup or something,
It's
right?
like it literally, I don't know if it's a hormone or not, so don't come at me, but it gets rid of a hormone that's causing you to feel that way too. So like the actual tears are good.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't
like,
know that.
That's why you feel better immediately after.
No wonder.
Mhm.
But I just hit my mouth with the microphone, and I'm realizing that these double as a mouth guard.
Wow, you need
Oh
that.
my God, this is
You
amazing.
Need that.
This is so good.
So you don't
guys.
hit your fucking mouth on that thing.
Can we really quick talk about like a few of your 2023 goals? Just like
We
a
did
few.
that
Do you have
last-
like a few?
We did
Did
that
we?
last episode.
Did we?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh. We did that last
remember
episode.
those.
Remember, you were saying you wanted to say no more, and then I was like, and I'm going to try to focus on relationships a little bit more.
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah.
I don't.
But, like, if
Ben,
you
did
have
you have one? Just kidding.
But if you have
I don't remember it.
if you have
like, did I black out?
If you have a new one, sure.
Go to California. Check. So that's good. At least I'm getting one right off the bat. They did say, though, I did hear a tip, though, about this. If you're like thinking about things, like, first of all, don't put so much pressure on it. Like, you're not rewriting a book that you need to finish. You know what I mean? Make them fun. Why do goals have to be not fun?
Yeah.
Like they don't, if they're not fun, they're likely not a smart goal because they're not attainable, right? And if there's something that's challenging, at least build yourself a path to get there. Don't just like write out, like for me, that's like what I did last year. I was like, read 20 books in 2022. Like, no, I didn't read one because no, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Like that's not attainable.
Small steps.
Small little steps.
Small little actionable
Small
steps.
little actionable steps.
I just ordered the book Atomic Habits. I know you've
have
read
that.
that. I've been reading a lot before bed. I've been going.
Good.
I've probably read like 30 books in 2022. So
Favorite one?
Well, it depends.
Oh,
like
I love how you just dropped that. I probably read about
20
20 books. When I literally was like, no, I was trying to leave 20 books and I couldn't. I'm like, oh my God,
it's
I'm
because
not a reader.
well, I started with reading only books that I actually liked before bed, like Colleen Hoover, which like Verity, best book I've ever read. Probably.
Oh my God, everyone says that. Do you have it?
It's a mind fuck. I gave it to someone and they haven't given it back.
Okay.
But now I'm reading the 4 Agreements right now, so I've been like trying to transition myself into like self-help books to like learn a little bit more.
Those really help me fall asleep because I'm like halfway through a
right?
page and I'm like,
yeah.
I can't help it. I'm like, I need a story. I need something to like keep me intrigued for what's coming next. Yeah. I'm reading the other one of her Colleen Hoover books. I don't know which one.
It Ends With Us?
No, Ugly Love, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Miles.
Yes,
Yeah,
Miles.
does that sound familiar?
Love
Don't
that
say
one.
anything.
I won't.
Don't tell me. Okay.
Well, her characters cross over a lot of her books too, so
I don't remember the
cool.
names of the book I just read. So anyway.
So anyways, I was speaking of Atomic Habits. Wow.
Banana hammock.
Hammocks. What? If you're like trying to form habits, I think that's what it's about, right? Okay. So.
Did you like the book?
I didn't read Atomic Habits. I read The Power of Habit, but I'm pretty sure they say the exact same thing.
Okay. Cool.
So Dealer's choice. All right.
Yeah.
Go have at it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to also go have at it. I'll probably buy it and put it next to my bed and have, that pile grow a little bit more.
There you go.
God.
Are you guys audiobook girls? I love my audiobooks. I don't know why, but like I can listen to like 20 to 30 minutes of an audiobook, but it's extremely hard for me to get through like 10 pages of like a book that isn't like fiction or something where it's telling a story.
I can't do audiobooks because I tune them out. I'm not I have to like look at something because otherwise I'm like this.
And I feel like books I have to pay more attention to than like a podcast for some reason. So like when I want to read a book and like understand a book, I have to read it. But like I've listened to audiobooks when I used to drive to Mankato a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like in the car for a long time and I can pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like not on the daily, no. But that works for some people. So good idea. Good. Okay, I have 2 stray candid moments.
You have 2
from listeners.
Oh my God.
They're good.
Okay.
So I want to share them.
You want me to read
All
one
right.
or no?
Sure. Let me.
I don't know if we
I
want
should've
Stuttermeister to read right now with our list, but anyway. I'm kidding. I don't have a list though, but it did take a second to get used to, but they say that.
Let me make this bigger so I don't fuck it up. Okay.
Okay.
This one is so weird. This
I'm nervous.
This was me reading it in my car. Jaw just.
Oh God.
Because it's not even that it's that funny. It's just like, what?
Okay, here we go.
Ready? Hey guys, don't look.
I'm not really.
Hey guys, love the pod. I really hope you read this because I'm really curious as to if any other people have ever experienced this. So today was just a normal work day. I drive a lot for my job, and as a woman with a cooch, we all know on long drives it can get a little uncomfy down there with the underwear and pants creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
And today I felt extra uncomfortable down there. So I shifted my pants, ignored it. But as time went on, maybe like 45 minutes or so, your girl was in pain. I also really had to pee, so I stopped to go to the bathroom and see what was going on. Just saying, I did not have my period, nor have I had any sexual encounters in a long time. So I was very confused. So I went to pee and I went to wipe and it hurt so bad to touch. So I bent down to look and somehow a couple strands of my long hair from my head had wrapped itself in a knot around my lady bits, cutting off my circulation. I didn't even know this was possible. I'm guessing it was from my laundry and was in my underwear all day. It took a few painful tries to get it off, but I did, and now I have a new fear unlocked, and I just want to raise awareness from my traumatic experience. I will definitely be having nightmares about my coochie parts falling off and dying. Right? Like, Ben's,
okay, can I say
look at Ben's face.
that is not possible? I think actually, I don't think that is possible. Like, I don't know how those hairs. What the fuck is going on?
She was
here?
like, I want to know if this happened to anyone else. I'm like,
no,
I don't think, not to me.
Not to me. Maybe people are listening. They're like, yeah, that's happening, but I'm like confused.
If it's happened to you, I want to hear. Ben, go.
I mean, have you heard I remember there was a TikTok and I reposted it. There was a guy who was making a joke about how like if you hang out with a girl long enough, you will find their hair everywhere.
Jordan talks about it. Jordan talks about it all the time.
I get underwear. I get hair in my underwear often. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
But it is long. So like I've had hair wrap around and like squeeze a little, but you feel that shit immediately.
Right?
That's crazy that she went 45 minutes and it was like cutting off circuit. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, how much feeling do you guys have on your lady parts? Because like something wraps wrong, I will feel that.
You know it now.
Almost immediately.
Well, that's like if you put your leggings on, you're going to go teach and there's a hair in your legging and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
And you feel it and you're like adjusting it. And I have to
your
literally
hands,
go in.
Yeah, go in. You have to stick your hands down in there. You pull it out. It tickles on the way out.
Yeah.
And then
you're like,
then you got to itch a little. And
don't even lie. You pull the hair out of your butthole and it's, you felt a certain way.
Or like when you shower. Like when you shower, and
I don't
much
like that
hair in my butt crack.
I don't like it. I don't like that part.
Time.
I don't like that part. No, here's the thing. We get hair knots. Like it's actually a thing from the washing machine. I think usually.
Yep, little.
And I have found them in like connected to my underwear one time or whatever, but I never had it wrap around anything. Honey, that might have been still connected to your head. It might have been alive.
That's like a surgery. Like
I know, it's scary.
Is that how you like circumcised back in the day?
Stop! You're scaring me.
That's more like cutting your dick off,
well,
I suppose.
If this happened to you, I'd love to hear it because I am like kind of shook.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, will you?
Do you want to read?
I don't know. I'm scared. Am I going to be a good reader?
I don't know. Go for it.
I'm scared.
You'll be fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't read this yet, so don't laugh at me.
And I was going to say, I hope there's not, I probably should have read it before, but
okay.
I mean, I did, but
I'll try this. Okay. I met my boyfriend about 3 months ago when our mutual friends got married. I was a bridesmaid and he was a groomsman. We noticed each other right away at the rehearsal and were stealing glances at each other all night and all the day of the wedding. After some liquid courage, we finally started talking at the reception. It was an awesome night. Naturally, since we were in the bridal party, we had a little too much to drink and went home together that night and slept. Spent all night together. Great. Here I go in this fucking stutter bitch ass hoe. All right. They spent all night together. They did not sleep. Okay.
Yep.
I never had an instant, genuine connection like that I had with him. But something that I think will scar me forever and always that I will feel terrible about is while we were making out and doing this stuff, we were both drunk. For whatever reason, I called him by the groom's name in the middle of it all. I don't know why. I have never been attracted to the groom, even slightly, nor have I ever been attracted to anyone that has his name. I think him and my friend, the bride, popped into my head for a split second, and that's what happened. To this day, I wonder if he caught it or remembers the fuck up. But it has definitely stayed with me the entire time. So embarrassing and straight up just wrong, LOL. She said the name of the groom.
The night of. I just thought that was too ironic.
That's weird. Oh God. That's like one of my fears that you're just going to be like, oh, Eric. And you're like, who's Eric? Like I've never even been with an Eric. I don't even know an Eric.
Oh,
that's weird. I feel like I've caught myself a few times like in
saying
previous.
exes.
Well, yeah. Or like I almost did. And I was like, la, 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 la. Feels good. Like, do a little shimmy.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, that feels good. Hey.
That's what you would do mid thrust. Just start singing.
You gotta go bang, boom, boom, boom. Did you just say? Just kidding. You guys, this is just like some randomness and we fucking love it. Oh my God, there was the you guys. That's how you know.
That's how you know it's about to wrap up.
That's how you know. You can always listen for it. If you listen for it,
you're
guys.
in the right spot.
You guys.
You haven't yet, just because we want to put our focus on one thing to make this, sustainable. It would help if you possibly went to Apple Podcasts and left us a review because it does help us. So
that would be huge.
Head over to Apple Podcasts, give us a 5 stars and a review.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. Just take a little break with us. Like if you haven't taken that time to take some time off, whether it be from working out or maybe like putting time into something that makes you feel good or saying no to plans for an entire week just so you can have some you time, decide on what it looks like for you. And we're going to do the same. So I'm really excited. We'll have new, fresh ideas when we come back too. And I'll be looking all tan. Just kidding. It's not that sunny in San Diego right now, but I don't care. At Candid Sid is my Instagram if you want to keep up with what I'm doing while I'm gone.
My name is at Candid Soph. That's my name. What?
And I'm at Ben Sarbacher, which is actually my name.
You guys,
this
sounds more like our first podcast than any other podcast. This sounds like we've never been on the mics before. We're like, oh yeah.
I think it's fun. It's the first time you've done a podcast without your computer in front of you.
Oh my God.
Which I would argue in some ways is better, but
wait, thank you.
That's what me and my coach.
Really? Okay, man.
Also, you can follow us at Straight Candid Podcast.
That's who we actually are. That's
Yes.
us. That's us as a unit. This unit is piecing out. We'll see you in 2 weeks. For now, go listen to our episodes that we maybe you haven't touched up on, like a few favorites, like maybe listen to Dr. Renee again, or maybe
Candid First.
Candid First. Oh, that's a good one.
That's
Candid First is a good one.
That's my favorite episode of all time.
I love all of them. Dr. Sarah Epi 1. I love that one a lot.
Epi 1?
Her episode 1.
Oh, I was
sorry.
Like, what?
That was confusing.
I was like, please don't go listen to episode 1. Don't do it.
A throwback one is Sam DeLosh. It's like 7, but it was cool to hear about his travels and his traveling the world and stuff. But you weren't there on that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Don't listen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, whatever. Or Nikita. Oh my God, that's a good one.
Nikita, yeah.
Nikita's a great one too. Anyway, we have a lot of good episodes. So
I'm making my boyfriend listen to
Which
the
one?
Xander and Vanessa one because they had so many good tips, you guys. So if you have a boyfriend, listen with him or her, whatever. It was amazing. So
Jordan, when I was writing the description for that one, he was like looking over my shoulder. I didn't know, and he goes, God, why do you always gotta write butt stuff on there? And so because I wrote like butt stuff ? And he goes, what do you guys talk about? And I go,
Butt
well,
stuff.
why? What do you mean? He goes, well, do you like talk about each other's significant others with that? I'm like, no, not. I mean, then I'm like, maybe. I guess you'll have to listen to find out.
oh, there you
And
go.
I'm like,
Make him
yeah. So I
listen.
had to make him listen because he had to figure out if I talked about him or not.
If you talked about anal with Jordan.
Yeah. You better go listen then. I guess you got to find out too. Scary. Okay, everybody, we love you. Take a
Love
break.
you.
Take a breath. We'll
Bye,
see
y'all.
you in late Jan. Bye.
How long was that?
39 minutes. Probably like more like 37.
That's okay. Hold on, everyone stay.
I love that one though.
I have to whiz.